So to begin with cuts as big as 127 as a number, my first reaction was, what is left in the film when you ask a filmmaker to make 127 cuts? What is left?
That is the ridiculous demand, of course. And of course, only trailer will be left.
Yeah.
I don't see there is any relevance of the film will be left. And I don't agree to those 127 cuts. I'm not going to make all those cuts. That is for sure. And even if the film will get released with all those cuts, then
Yeah.
I'll remove my name from the film. And so
Yeah.
is Diljit.
Yeah.
That we have already mentioned. And of course, I can understand there is a pressure, could be a pressure on my producers to release the film with 127 cuts where everything gets changed, it becomes something else. And that film is not actually directed by me, so why I should take CBFC's credit away? I think it's better if they can get the credit edited and directed by me.
But initially, you did agree to a few cuts, right? You were going as per their requirements, but then there came a point where it became ridiculous for you.
Absolutely, because we had the fight with for the first 21 cuts.
Yeah.
As we all know, कि अभी तो FCAT or tribunal है नहीं, so and once the revising committee sees the film and if you disagree, then you and the same thing we did after the months of radio silence. We approached the court because those cuts were not making any sense to us.
Yeah.
Then when we went to the court, the proceedings were going on and we were on a very good wicket. And but finally, over the period of time, even the CBFC learned that the case is not going to go in their favor. Then they started putting a pressure on Ronnie sir, and finally it led to Ronnie sir had to withdraw the film not only from High Court, Bombay High Court, but also he had to withdraw the film from Toronto International Film Festival.
Yes,
which is very
unfortunately. Yes. Actually, I wanted to come to that. It's very disappointing when something like that happens. That too, I think it happened at the very last moment. You all were just told it's not going to screen anymore, right? I mean, how did you
we were not told.
Oh,
we
you
were
all were
not
not
told. It's not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We pulled it. My producer were forced. They were pushed too much in the corner to withdraw the film from Toronto. Because then you feel ki, okay, it's not coming from the people, it's probably coming from some agenda, it's coming from some pressure, it's coming from through people, because these people at the CBFC, when you speak to them, they can't even talk straight.
Okay.
They can't give me the reasons. If the film is set in Punjab, why would any sensible person will say, remove Punjab from the film?
Title, yeah.
They are the cops. They are wearing a uniform. They are wearing a turban. Call them police, not Punjab police. Which other state has these kind of people?
Yeah. There's no logical reasoning.
No logical reasoning. And my entire film is based on not only the logical things, but also on the legal things. Because the film is based on the legal court proceedings, court's judgments, testimonies. Not only from one court, from different courts, Session Court, CBI Special Court, Punjab and Haryana High Court, Supreme Court, from everywhere. It's a compilation of all these things. It's a compilation of our history.
Yeah.
And we are trying to change the entire history.
Yes.
Don't take the name of Taran, Amritsar, Durgiana, Patti. Don't take the name of Indira Gandhi.
Yeah.
Why? There's a very, like I have said this in other interviews also, like there's a one very simple line, because when you give the reference of Punjab 95, there's one voiceover comes, Indira Gandhi के assassination को 11 साल हो चुके थे और पंजाब में सरकार बने 3 साल. What is so disturbing in this line? I'm giving you the context about Punjab 95.
Yeah.
Now they are saying कि remove Indira Gandhi from this line. Okay, what do I call her? There is a movie which has been released called Emergency, based on the life of
Indira Gandhi. True. Yeah.
And one filmmaker can make an entire film on the life of Indira Gandhi, where calling her Indira Gandhi, and one person cannot even take Indira Gandhi's name in their film. Like, why is this partiality? We both are Indian citizens. We both are filmmakers. We both have freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Why only one expression, one person has a different kind of support and the other person does not have that support?
That's unfair.
There are argument comes, the law and order will get aggravated or something like that in Punjab. Okay. The law and order situation can be in control when Kashmir Files comes from Kashmir. The law and order can be intact when the Kerala story comes out of Kerala, when Sabarmati comes out of Gujarat, when emergency comes from Delhi. All these states are sensitive states. Why only the Punjab's law and order is such that cannot be controlled by the government? Do they have any answer to that? So when you ask these kind of questions from CBFC, they disappeared.
Okay.
So then there is a radio silence, because of course you don't have the answer to these questions.
Yeah.
Because my film talks about the facts of the Constitution. What our Constitution has done, shows our Constitution in a great light. Few policemen who has abducted Jaswant Singh Khalra and later on they killed Jaswant Singh Khalra. When things changed, things became better. When the center got into the picture, they organized a CBI committee on that. When CBI found out, Jaswant Singh Khalra was declared disappeared.
Yeah.
When CBI started finding out, and they found out that there are 6-7 cops who abducted Jaswant Singh Khalra. Not only abducted, they actually tortured him and they killed Jaswant Singh Khalra.
Yeah.
What happened to that? After that, the state government, they gave the punishment to those 6 people. They are serving life imprisonment. Then they appealed to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court also agreed with the decision of High Court. That's the same thing I'm showing. This shows our state and the center in a great light.
Yeah. It's purely based on what has happened. There's no fabrication.
No fabrication.
Yeah.
But how do I make them understand? So I'm being so true to the film, so true to with his idealism that I would have drifted away, but I stood by what his thoughts were, what his call. So when this film is based on the facts which are like documented in each and every court, and then the decisions were being given, what is the problem with CBFC?
Yeah.
Then you feel that it's not CBFC, they are the higher powers who are trying to control CBFC.
Control. Yes.
Also, for their own political interests.
Yeah, also I feel, it's not like Punjab 95 has been, you've made it just yesterday and suddenly it's in the news. You all had submitted that film long back. It's been a while and you all have been fighting your own war.
2.5 years. 2.5 years.
Exactly. So
I've been patient enough. I was waiting. Yes. Something will change. Now that we went to the court, we were asked to do the out-of-court settlement when we withdraw the film from High Court.
Yeah.
Out-of-court settlement started with 21 cuts. It reached to 127 cuts. Where do we go for the justice?
Yeah.
So this is not. Which I have already said. I'm ready to do 150 cuts. If those cuts are reasonable enough and it's coming from the court of law, some political pressure or political party or independent body coming to me telling me not these many cuts, you have to do these many cuts, that is illegal. That is, I don't stand by. Then they can do the edit because they have the power. They can do the edit, they can release the film with their own. I'm not interested in that. The reason I started going out and showing my film to the people.
This film about Punjab 95, it blew up even more with the whole Diljit Dosanjh Sardaar Ji 3 controversy that came in. People suddenly started talking more about the film and, they started connecting how CBFC is just, doesn't make sense. The cuts, the demands that they make about certain films for certain reasons. Do you think it just blew up when Diljit is suddenly now in the eye of storm? It has blown up even more than what you were dealing with it?
it went on for a week and it died down
It died
because
down again.
the government came into the support of Diljit Dosanjh and
Yes.
everything happened. Now the people who were so much vocal on social media, where are these
Yes.
people now?
Yes.
Where have they gone?
Yes. Suddenly it's
So
quiet
it's
again.
just when government takes the right decision, when they
Yeah.
come in the support or to protect the artist and artist freedom and his freedom of speech,
Hmm.
the other people will understand.
Hmm.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm talking about the few cops because they misuse their power. That's
Hmm.
why it led to that result. Those
Hmm.
guys are behind the bars.
Hmm.
So I think CBFC has also been given extra powers, which they
Yeah.
are misusing. But they are also now center need to come in the picture, and
Hmm.
they need to get the justice done.
Hmm.
You know, and
Hmm.
now Sardarji is clean, but still
Hmm.
you see how the politics plays its role. There is no controversy about Sardarji. Everything has died down.
Yeah.
Why Sardarji 3 is still not getting a censor certificate to get release in India?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Why
even
it's
after
not
it's
released?
such a huge hit in Pakistan, it's got such a big opening.
Worldwide, it's a great opening, and
Great opening,
everything
yes.
is there. I don't understand. There's no logic to it.
Hmm.
There's like whose loss is this? It's our loss,
Yeah. Yeah. It's all
you know.
very.
And
Yeah.
you're trying to stop you're trying to stop a film on a martyr like Jaswant Singh Khalra in
Hmm.
India. You're
Hmm.
asking me to change his name
Yeah.
from the film, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And in California, जसवंत सिंह खालड़ा के नाम पे
Yeah.
गवर्नमेंट स्कूल खोले जा रहे
Hmm. Wow. Yeah.
हैं
Hmm.
मतलब is there some sensibility somewhere should match, no? If
Yeah.
there is something off with Mata Jaswant Singh Khalada's martyrdom, there is something, anything is wrong. What is how it's happening in USA? It's
Hmm.
not happening only in Canada.
Yeah.
You know, I can
Hmm.
understand Canada chapter with how when they Canada get associated with the Indian politics, but I'm talking about US.
Hmm.
In California,
Hmm.
it's just 2 weeks ago the government school has been opened on the name of Mata Jaswant Singh Khalada.
Yeah.
एंड हम पिछले 2 साल से एक फिल्म के ऊपर लड़ रहे हैं जिसमें से जसवंत सिंह खालड़ा का नाम, उनका रेफरेंस, उन्होंने जो जो किया है वो सब हटा दो.
हटा दो. And movie
How
उनके ऊपर
pity
है.
is that?
Yeah.
How pity is that?
Yeah.
मतलब we should have some shame somewhere. That is
Yeah.
what I think.
Very true, sir. Also, talking about these demands, this ban, I mean, has, when you ban movies saying that no, we don't want any more involvement of any artist from Pakistan here, and, this whole controversy, like Diljit has repeatedly said that we shot this film way back, so we didn't know what was going to happen. Do they forget the concept of undivided India when you're fighting about no Punjabi artists, no Pakistan, no this, no that? Do you forget that there's Lahore, which is also a part of Punjab? I
No,
mean,
I understand for the people's emotional and sentimental values, and sometimes you need to take those kind of steps. But people need to understand that
yeah,
when something has been shot much before the incident,
yeah,
now nobody has the control over it.
control, very true,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and or no law suggests that.
Hmm. Hmm.
What you
Yeah,
ask us to do. Now the government came in the support of Sardarji 3, everything
yeah.
got settled down.
Everything is settled, yeah. How did you plan your action of, how did the action plan come up? Like you said, we are having screenings now. There'll be a Chandigarh screening. You said there'll be a Delhi
Those
screening
are
in
the private screenings.
private
Those are the
screening.
private screenings. It started with only, I told you, when I was
Yeah,
told some religious sentiments and the law and order situation can come.
yeah,
And I thought, okay, there are certain other part of people like some lawyers, some activists, some judges, and it's
mm,
better if I can consult with them. Do
mm,
you really think this film has a problem?
mm.
So the screening started. And I
Okay,
showed the film to over like around 400 people.
okay. Mm,
And they all are very well read people. I have not gone out or spoken to any any journalist ki come write good about my film.
Okay.
I have just stated there is a film which is in trouble. You watch the film and whatever you feel about the film, please share your thoughts, because I also want to understand where the problem lies. Because the way CBFC is trying to jeopardize the entire film, which does not make any sense to me, while showing the film to the other people, I'm just trying to make that sense. Then when only CBFC has the problem, then you understand ki, okay, this is not a problem. This is motivated with some kind of political pressure or political agenda. Some people in power, they're just trying to use CBFC as a backdoor entry to enter into the film industry to control the narratives.
Oh, yeah.
And that is what is happening. It's a small thing. Like recently, a producer, actor were guided to put a quote in the film by CBFC. And had to do. He had to do. But that is not CBFC's job. Why CBFC is getting into all these things? Their job is to certify the film.
Yeah.
Even censoring the film is not their job. Anybody has a problem in independent India can go to the court. I have a problem with this film. Then let court decide the things. Why are we becoming the god and deciding everything on other people's behalf? Film जब आप किसी producer को देते हो ना, then when producer likes the script, the producer first gives the script to their law firm, their lawyers. They vet the script. Okay. Then from there the point comes. These things can be sensitive, these things can be problematic. You have to incorporate or remove these certain things in the film of someone. And we do that. Unless and until producer gets a green light from the law firm, the producer does not put the money. Okay. And the law firm has all the learned advocates who are guiding. Then we go ahead and make the film. And legally speaking, I still don't have any problem with my film. I do believe that even the court does not have any problem. The politics of this country has a problem. Probably.
Yeah.
That's why CBFC is taking that action. Because the cuts CBFC has given, they cannot justify in any court of law.
How is Diljit with everything that is going on? As a person, is he very calm?
He's very calm. He's very composed. And whenever I speak to him or in length, and he always kind of motivates me. And he's a very courageous person. And but he's also like gets upset, gets little disappointed.
Like this decision that you both took, that if you all put in these cuts, we are going to take out our names from the credits. It was a very
Tanisha, we have to stand by our conscience also. If I will not stand by my film, I had no right to make a film on such a matter. He stood by, he fought for those 25,000 unclaimed bodies, extrajudicial killings of people, without knowing who those people are. I have made a film on that guy's life, and I cannot even stand by that person. Then what's the point of me making this kind of a film?
Very well said. What's your only hope right now? To continue with this fight as long as it takes?
Yeah, that is what I can. Whatever I can do, I'll do.
Yeah.
Beyond a point, things are not in anybody's control. So whatever I have been quiet for 2 years. I have waited 2.5 years. Like something will happen. Something will happen. Yeah. This bloody radio silence is continuing.
Yeah.
And then randomly you get a call ki okay, 127 cuts के साथ में film release करनी है, and this is been said, and we have to do it. Then what do?
This is just an indirect way of saying don't release the film. Like can't.
Yeah.
An
so
indirect.
Probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, then what do you do? I'm like, okay, please go ahead and release the film because I understand producer's money is stuck on that, and I'm not against him recovering his money.
Yeah.
But don't put my name, because
Yeah.
this is not my
This is not your.
CBFC's film.
Mm.
CBFC's film. Give them the credit. I will not censor their credit.